What is the power of the mind? It is the ability for our intelligence to function with such an energy that simultaneously our faculties of intuition, intellect, love, appreciation, affection, and meditation or silence go together. So mind power is really the integrated action of our being, where all aspects are functioning in tandem. The energy is harmonious with intellectual pursuits, spiritual pursuits, as well as all emotional pursuits of man. Now, Arjun is in a very fragile state mentally, and the Gita can be looked at as the ultimate lesson in creating mind power within ourselves. In a very practical way, the power of the mind is really what determines our success in life. In fact, the more we have moved towards a knowledge-based society, the more networked and we are in this world, the more relationships we have in the world. It is very important for us to look at the power of the mind not just in terms of what we can do in a classroom or with a given specific problem, but dealing in a complex manner, utilizing the best of our mind for our relationships even, for our emotional attachments even, for our decision making. But the problem is these things are never taught in the classroom, which is why texts like the Gita are so important. Because it is a problem which needs to be addressed. Now that does not mean that we are to become monks going into deep meditation, but the idea is to absorb the learnings from the spiritual texts. To exist in the world, to be totally with ourselves, to become stronger and stronger, yet remain more and more open mentally, is the lesson of the Bhagavad-Gita. Now we can go on trying to empower ourselves, but we must know some keys about the mind to understand how we can strengthen it. Now, basically, man spends most of his time observing things on the outside. The mind looks at things on the outside. But from the spiritual angle, from the point of view of the Gita, the real secret of mind power is to look inwards. Look inwards, resolve the conflict which is going on within, and then outwardly our life falls into a spontaneous harmony. In fact, all religions say that. So Jesus says the kingdom of God is within you. The Sufis say, look within yourself. The Upanishads say, know yourself. So this is a very fundamental question which our mythology, which our spirituality tells us. And it's an answer to know all that is worth knowing from within. So it's a change of focus from looking outside through our physical eyes to looking inside with the eye of wisdom. Just this simple shift of focus is really the foundation of mind power. It's a internalized self-realization. So that's the first thing. Now many things you'll automatically find would need to be changed once you look at yourself. First of all, our culture, our conditioning has given us certain fears, has given us certain complexes. But the mind is most powerful when it is in a state of flow, in a state of joy, in a state of playfulness. In fact, science has demonstrated again and again that in a state of ananda or bliss, the mind functions to its optimum, and whatever results we want in the real world also improve. So if you're in a marketing job, your results in the world of the practical world will also improve. So that is mind power. the first thing we have to do is we have to accept ourselves as we are. Once you accept yourself as you are, then your energy starts becoming creative. Because there is no self-doubt, continual self-doubt. Your intelligence, your creativity, your sensitivity begin flowering. And you start realizing that what is within you as the consciousness within you has an infinite power and potential. In fact, it is capable of miracles. It is a real power you have within yourself. So mind power is recognizing your own power. With the recognition itself, your mind becomes more empowered. Your mind becomes more sensitive. Your mind becomes more clear. So the secret of mind power in the end